Buongiorno and welcome to the Italian Chef on Chapel Street in Melbourne. I'm with Simone. Simone?
Hello.
Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Perfect?
Perfect.
Good.
Simone?
Simone is you run the Italian Chef.
Yes.
And where else would you go to get a pizza but the Italian Chef? It just makes sense, doesn't it?
Perfect sense.
And you're going to show us how to make an Italian pizza.
Yes.
So how do we go about making it? What's our first step?
So first step, we need the flour.
Yep.
One high quality flour, 00.
And then double O is referring to a high protein in the flour, so make sure you look for double O. So about how much do we need of this?
We need a half kilo.
Half a kilo.
I think it's perfect.
There we go. What next, Chef?
Next,
Italian Chef?
Italian chef. Next, we put our yeast inside in our warm water.
So this is the yeast here.
Yeah.
And this is a bit different to the yeast people would normally see. We normally see a granulated yeast.
Yes.
So this
the
is
dry
different?
yeast. This one is fresh yeast.
Yeah.
This one we need 3 grams for half kilo.
So is that how much? Too much or
I think a little bit more.
a little bit more than that?
Yeah.
And I'll just put it in there?
Yes.
Okay. What's next, Chef?
Next, we mix properly the yeast inside in the water.
So mix that,
Yeah.
break it up.
Break up. We make the water become yellow.
Okay.
So now we can put a little touch of sugar here in the flour.
So the yeast has got to have something it can digest, so the sugar is in there to do that, so it gets all used up.
Yes.
All right, what's next?
And next we put our yeast inside in the flour. And we start to mix with a little bit more of the water.
More of the water.
Yeah. So I think is enough.
Okay, now what's
So
next?
now we start to mix.
Yep.
Slowly, slowly.
So our dough is starting to form.
Yeah. And now we put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil.
Some extra virgin olive oil.
As well in the oil there is a lot of different opinion. We can use the extra virgin or we can use the classic seed oil. And I believe everyone make the different pizza because it's different ingredient. We put a little bit of salt. Why the salt we put as a near to be the last? Because the salt is going against the yeast.
So if we add the salt too early, it might kill the yeast.
Yes.
Yeah. So how's that looking, Chef?
I think it's perfect.
Perfect. I like hearing that. So what's next?
Next, we have to put a nice cloth on the top. If it's gonna be a little bit wet, the cloth.
So it needs to be damp because yeast likes a humid environment to be able to grow. So we need to create that humid environment for it.
Beautiful.
Now put this away somewhere nice and warm for about half an hour and we should be good. Our dough is rested for a little while, and now if we take this cloth off, it should look a bit different, shouldn't it?
Yes. We start to have a little bit of air inside. Yeah. Now we start to cut in different parts our dough. So we try to have 4 balls to make 4 pizza.
Yep.
Take a nice knife and we share in our 4 parts.
The cut's really easy.
Yeah.
It's not sticky, doesn't stick to the knife.
And now we try to have a nice round.
So what you're doing there is just stretching the
Yeah.
outside and folding it under.
Yeah. We make a beautiful ball, like the soccer ball. And then maybe we try to do like this. Here it is. Maybe we try to pinch. Here it is. And then we to make
a nice little shape.
Now, nice little shape. Here it is, signori. So now we have our ball. Perfect, Ben.
Ah.
And we will leave inside in the fridge for another couple of days.
Okay.
We have to make sure that our yeast is become sugar, is become healthy for our body. Like this, we will not have digestible problem, and we leave for 2 days inside in the fridge to make sure that our yeast is become perfect for us.
These little balls of dough have been in the fridge for about 2 days at 5 degrees so that we use up all that yeast and they're easy to digest, like Simone said.
So now we need a little bit of oil on the base of our tray, and then we take our bowl.
I'm just going to copy you, so you just do
Yeah.
what you do and I'll try and copy.
So we put a little bit of oil in the top, not too much oil. There it is. So it's very easy because the our dough
very easy.
relax for a little while in the fridge. We try to leave a little bit of more on the circle around our pizza to make the little bit of crusty pizza.
So we've got our pizza dough's bases made, and they look smashing. They're very good bases. We're going to need to put something on top of them, though.
Yes, now we need our tomato. We can start or by hand, like the tradition say. We can start to put on our base. Usually it's better if you can use a spoon, but the best chef in the world always say the hand is the best spoon.
I always say that. One of your best tools in the kitchen is your hands, your fingers and your hands.
Yeah,
Me and you
that's it.
from completely different countries, but exactly the same. My nan built a passion in me for food. All the way here in Australia, you all the way over there in Italy, exact same thing.
And there it is. That's why we are happy, we work hard, and we are always happy. This is the most important thing, I believe.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
Okay.
Next.
Now we have to start to put on the top of our pizza the mozzarella.
Yep.
So this one is the mozzarella fior di latte. Very nice. It's from Italy as well. A nice big piece. If you want to put then too,
Grazie
you give me
mille.
some help, prego.
So just tear this, put it on top?
Yes.
I love that mozzarella too. It's so stringy. Such a cool cheese mozzarella. A mozzarella is on it. We're going to make two different pizzas. So I'm going to make a seafood pizza because I love seafood. So I'm going to go with tuna.
We put some tuna, we put some capers, and we put some Spanish onion, red onion.
Red onion. So can you chop that Spanish onion for me?
Yes, not too thin, not too thick.
So how much topping should you put on a pizza?
We don't put too much topping in Italy. And like this is perfect.
Yep.
And
Now the
it is
onion?
the onion, yes.
And then capers?
Capers. So we put roughly 12 capers.
Roughly 12. That looks great. And yours is...
This
what's
one
happening
is
with
San
yours?
Daniele.
Let's go to the oven.
Beautiful.
That has to be the best pizza I've ever made in my life.
Now we're making our San Daniele pizza.
San Daniele.
San Daniele, yes. So we have our prosciutto San Daniele.
Yep.
Of course, it's coming from Italy. We put our prosciutto on the pizza. A nice flour of prosciutto. And then we put in our fresh buffalo mozzarella. Have to be cold, the buffalo mozzarella, so like this, we preserve the taste. Little bit of touch of extra virgin olive oil in the end. And then we put our basil in top as extra and beautiful decoration for our perfect
That looks
pizza.
so good. I wasn't hungry when we started this process. Now I'm really hungry. Let's eat.
And that's it. So we try.
The outside's really crusty. The dough on the inside's really soft and light. Toppings are perfect. Oh,